Yes, good evening, one and all present here. We welcome you all to the webinar Neural Network, the digital soul of the human brain, presented by presented by Parvati CS. Welcome address by Ms. Abhiniti A, BTech AML, Hindustan College of Engineering and Technology, Coimbatore. Welcome, Ms. Abhiniti.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of Coimbatore passionate learner pursuing BTech in AAML at Hindustan College of Engineering and Technology. Welcome, Parvati. I welcome the chapter chairman, Dr. Venkateshan, and secretary, Dr. Girisan, with a special thank to them and all the member of CSI Coimbatore chapter for giving us an opportunity to present this webinar as a team. Let's dive into this exciting topic together. Welcome once again and hope you all enjoy this session. Thank you.
Now it is by Ms. Shrutika or BTech AML, Hindustan College of Engineering and Technology, Coimbatore. Welcome, Shrutika.
Good evening, everyone. It gives me immense pleasure to introduce the speaker of today's webinar, Ms. Parvati, a passionate technologist, dynamic speaker, and rising star in the world of artificial intelligence and machine learning. Ms. Parvati is currently pursuing her BTech in Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning at Hindustan College of Engineering and Technology, Coimbatore, where she maintained a GPA of 9.1. Her contribution to the tech community go far beyond the classroom. With hands-on experience spanning several internships at leading organizations such as LearnFlow, Engiverse, and Gateway Solutions, she has worked across domains ranging from AI and machine learning to cybersecurity and front-end development. Notably, she has trained over 200 and mentored over than 10 interns, passionately guiding budding talents in understanding and applying complex tech concepts. She currently serves as a speaker and intern manager at Ingiverse and also contributes as a freelancer at the AI School, working on real-world AI tasks and solutions. Her commitment to continuous learning is evident from her active participation in various national level workshops and certifications, including programs by ISRO, Microsoft, and NPTEL, to name a few. Beyond her technical achievements, Ms. Parvati is celebrated for her leadership qualities, communication skills, and her unwavering mission to empower others through knowledge. We are greatly pleased to have such an inspiring individual with us today. Please join me in extending a warm welcome to our speaker, Ms. Parvati CS.
Very inspiring, Shrutika. Thank you. Now it's time to welcome the chief guest, Ms. Parvati CS from BTech AML, Hindustan College of Engineering and Technology, Coimbatore. Over to Parvati.
Hi everyone, my name is Parvati CS. So I am going to present my screen now. So for today's session, the topic I have chosen is neural networks, the digital soul of human brain. Like it is the digitalized version of our human brain that we all basically would be knowing. So for today's agenda, we are going through the basics of what our human brain is, then what a brain is. After that, I will be cooperating it together and see how neural networks learn from us. And at last, we will be discussing about the difference between humans as well as machines. Then, how the AI thinks like us. That's the final question, and then we will move on to the Q&A session. Here, I have just given some interesting names so that you could get interested in the topics. So, by moving on, I want to ask you a simple question to everyone. So, are you smarter than AI? What do you guys think
No,
about
no,
it?
no, no. We are not smarter than AI
So, can you give the reason, sir? Why do you think we are not smarter? We are not smarter than AI?
because AI knows all the work, which me will have a very limited knowledge. Whatever I learnt in my life, only I could able to answer. Whereas the AI knows the whole universe.
Sir, but AI is not emotionally attached, right, sir? Like if we
We
think of
don't
the
need
emotional part and the
we don't need emotion to become smarter.
yeah, right, sir. You're right. So if we take the concept, are you smarter than AI? We can say that in some specific areas, AI is better than us. But in some specific areas, we are better than AI. When we mix the AI and human together, we are inbuilding a future that is brighter than anything ever. Like there is a need for AI as well as human beings. I hope it's clear for everyone. Also, one more thing, AI does not possess all the cognitive abilities. Like AI can, if we train the AI, it can learn from it and it can give us output. But without the human input, AI can do anything. I hope it's clear for everyone. Am I clear, sir? Everyone?
Yes, clear, ma'am.
Yeah, okay, thank you. So, going to the next question, can a machine ever be creative? What do you think?
Yes, AI can be creative.
Uh, okay, sir. For that, I would like to show an example for you guys. Just a second. So, now I am going to open my chat GPT and I am going to generate a image of a classroom. So, how many of you are from a biology background? Like in 11th and 12th, how many of you have learned biology? Shyam Sundar, okay. Karishma, Akshir. Okay, so any one of you, can you tell me what human brain is? Not only biology background students, everyone should have learned about brain till 10th standard, right? So can anyone tell me why we have a brain and why we are using our brain? What are the functions of our brain?
Still, we are searching what is the function
Sir?
of the brain. Still, we are searching what is the function of the brain.
No, sir, I am not asking the detailed price. I just want the brief note only, sir.
I was just joking, sir.
Yes, sir, I understand. So I want to know why we are having a brain. What is the function of our brain? Everyone must be knowing the function of the brain, right? Okay, let the ChatGPT process the image. In the meantime, I will go to the next slide. I think it's better. Yeah, control all the body parts. Tirumalar, you are right. Everyone, I want you to interact with me. Then only we can make this session interesting and not boring for everyone. So I want everyone to be interacting with me. Okay. So for the question, can a machine ever be creative? The answer is with the chat GPT. Let's wait for the image to be generated. Next, I'm going to discuss the difference between human intelligence as well as artificial intelligence. Both human intelligence and AI have its own differences. Like for if you take the human intelligence, it has emotional intelligence. That is, we can be happy, we can be angry, we can cry, we can do whatever we want, right? But if we take AI, can it be expressive? Other than robots, let's keep the robots aside. Other than robots, can the AI be emotional? Can it cry? Can it laugh? Can the AI be attached to someone emotionally?
We have to wait, Parvati, for some more time.
Okay, sir.
There will be some AI will start crying soon. The
Yes,
way,
sir. In the future, the AI will also cry, sir. That's true.
and it will laugh. Yeah, I got the
Yes,
picture.
sir.
I'll just
True.
show you. I'll show you the picture.
Yeah, okay, sir. I will change my window.
Can you see that?
Yes, sir. I can see that.
This is a
So, sir, when
classroom.
you see... Yes, sir, you can. Carry on.
Classroom image I created.
So, sir, in the classroom image, when you see the image, do you think it is realistic to you?
It is. It's
Like,
so
do you
beautiful.
feel like you are?
No. So beautiful. You have a bookshelf. You have the projector. You have individual seats. Tell me, did you not like it? Because your college has
Yes,
all 2 seats, 3 seats. This is a beautiful
yes,
single
sir.
seat. I like it. If you tell me, I'll go to this class.
So I am not asking that, but what I am asking is, when you see that image, do you think realistic? Like when you are seeing a classroom image that has been taken through your camera, is both the images similar?
The camera image will be dirty, whereas the artificial image is so perfect, clean, neat.
Yes, sir, it's clean and neat, very neat.
Maybe 2 years later, this will become dirty. Sorry, Parvati, carry on, carry on.
Yeah, no issues. So in the meantime, we were talking about the human intelligence versus artificial intelligence, right? So humans are mostly connected emotionally. But if we take AI is not connected emotionally. If we give an input and ask it to create something, it will give us the output. And if we ask them, make it interactive, make it better, it will give the output according to that. For that, I will show an example for you.
It has come.
In this image, the image of a classroom has been created. Sir, can you show that image? Okay, so everyone have seen the image, right? So do you think it means like it looks like realistic, the classroom? Like, do you think the image has been created like what we take on our camera? Is it similar? Everyone, you can use the chat box to reply to me. You can respond using the chat box. No, right? That is the difference between humans and AI. AI has not yet come to the point it can act exactly like a human. We are modifying it and we are training it to become like a human, but it has not yet become a human. I hope it's clear for everyone. Thank you, Maharasan sir. You can stop the presentation. Okay. So the example for the difference between the intelligence, like how we train our chat GPT, I'm going to show an example for you. Okay, I'm also generating the same image itself. So I will take this data science workshop promo. Okay. So I have given the image of the workshop and I have asked ChatGPT to create a script for me. It is for the promotion I am going to do in the WhatsApp. So it has given me a big description about the class and many things that it has taken from the image. And I want only the, see, there are few extra lines, right? Let me know if you would like a shorter version or one tailored for WhatsApp, Instagram, or email like that. I want only the script. That is the extra. I just have to copy and paste it in my WhatsApp and send it to anyone I want to. So when I give copy only the script, ChatGPT is doing it like that, right? And now, if I ask it to create another script for me, it will create a script in this format, right? Only the script will be there. There won't be any other sentences that is not regarding the main point that I am going to post it in the group. So when we ask the ChatGPT about a certain thing again and again, it gets trained and it thinks like how we want, and it will generate the output according to that. So everywhere, whenever you train a AI or neural network, you have to train it. So there is always the necessity of human being to give input to the chat GPT and get the output, check the output, then again train it. Likewise, only a chat GPT can learn and act like or think like us. I hope it's clear for everyone. Now let's move on to our presentation itself. So yeah, other than emotional intelligence, humans have creativity and imagination. Currently, AI is also having the creativity, but not the extent of human beings. But we are currently working on that. Like all the scientists, researchers, everyone is working on that, and they are making it better and better. Also, we have a contextual understanding, but ChatGPT AI doesn't have the contextual understanding yet. For the AI, it has the capability of analyzing data within milliseconds. But our human brain cannot analyze the data within milliseconds, right? We need few minutes or even hours to analyze the data, order it, delete all the duplicates and do all the work manually. But if we use AI, we can get the output within milliseconds. It has the speed and efficiency and it can do a task repeatedly. We don't have that patience to do a task again and again, right? If we do a task for 5 times, we would get fed up with the task and we will leave it there. But the AI has the capability to do the task how many times we need. If it is infinite time, it will do the task again and again. I hope the difference between human intelligence and artificial intelligence is clear for everyone. Next, let's discuss about our human brain now. So, human brain, as we all know, it is the central organ of the nervous system. Without brain, we can't think, we cannot act, we can't do anything without the brain that we have. So, brain has three parts: cerebellum, brainstem, cerebrum. I am not going to take a biology class here. Just I want to give you a few notes so revise the what human brain is. That's all. So it acts as the central command center of our nervous system. If the brain gives the command, then only our muscles or our nerves will act. So there should be brain to give the message to our nerves to act accordingly. So the functions of the human brain is it will control the bodily functions, it processes sensory informations, it regulates the emotions, it has higher level of cognitive processing like thinking, acting, like that. Then it has the capacity of storing things. That is our memory power. So if we consider the brain has 86 billion neurons and our brain is connected with the nerves through these neurons. Without neurons, we can't communicate with the body and the brain. So neurons act as the communication medium between our brain and our human body. It has the ability to revive itself. Like if a neuron has broken, it has the ability to connect again and work properly. And it is connected to the body by nerves. Human brain is connected to our body by nerves. It's the basic thing we know. For the real brain, that is human brain, it has the capacity to recognize a friend, it can solve a math problem, can catch a ball. In these three, A can solve a math problem, but it cannot recognize a friend as well as it cannot catch a ball. But human brain does all these works in just milliseconds. If we take AI, it can solve a math problem it will take less than milliseconds to solve a problem. You can ask ChatGPT to give you give a question and ask to solve that question. It will give the answer from it. Mostly we all do our assignments using ChatGPT. So everyone will be knowing how it works when we are solving a problem. But ChatGPT can or any AI cannot catch a ball and recognize a friend till now. I hope this section is clear for everyone. Next, we are going to discuss about the AI brain. That is, what is neural network? So, the neural network has been built inspired by the human brain. See, this is an example of a neural network. we are giving an input. In the hidden part, all the tasks that has to be performed are performed, and it is giving a certain output. It has like a single input is connected to multiple hidden tasks, and multiple hidden task is giving a giving a single output, right? If we see, okay, let me use the annotation. So let's consider this as 1, 2, sorry. Okay. So this is the second one. This is the third one. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 2 outputs. So here 1 and 1, 2 as well as 3 are doing a hidden task 1. And it is giving 2 outputs, 1 as well as 2. So at a time, different inputs are doing a specific task, and it is giving multiple outputs to us, from which we have to choose which one we have to use. This is how neural network works. It's similar to our human brain. We have different parts in our human brain like cerebellum, cerebrum, and all to do different tasks. But in the neural network, we have only 3 parts. Those are input, hidden part, as well as output. When we give one input, it will perform a specific task, and it will get the output according to the task that we have performed. So neural network has been designed to recognize patterns and relationships in the data. So when we give a particular data to the neural network, the task that perform is it will recognize the patterns between the different types of data in that, and if there are any similar data that we can get as output, it will show the output in that way. I hope it's clear for everyone. So in neural network, it consists of artificial neurons. These are organized in layers. See, for input, we can consider it as layer 1. For hidden, it is another layer. And for output, it is another layer, right? So the in between these arrow marks are the neurons. So we are layering these neurons to connect each other and make the predictions or decisions. So now let's see how an AI learns. So for AI to learn, it uses a specific process called machine learning. From the words itself, we can understand what machine learning is. Machine learning means we are giving a certain data set of, let's consider it is the data set of marketing or stock market. You are giving a data set of the particular stock market from the previous week. You are giving it as input to your model or the algorithm. It analyzes the weekly trends, like last week, which has got the higher stock price, which has got the lower, which has sold out most, which is in gain, which is in loss. It analyzes everything, and it comes to a certain output. Like let's take Canara Bank. Canara Bank is having high probability of profit in this week, so it's better if you invest in Canara Bank. So AI uses the machine learning algorithms to analyze and identify the patterns and make predictions or decisions for us. So we are the persons who are going to choose whether we have to follow the prediction made by the AI, or we think it's better just for us to make whatever we want to do. But AI gives the prediction more accurately than human brain thinks. So in the case of marketing and data analyzing and all, AI is better than humans. It's because of the neural networks. AI is better than humans. It's due to the neural networks. So the machine learning algorithms that we use to analyze the data are random forest, linear regression, decision please. These are the different types of machine learning algorithms that we can use to analyze the data, identify the patterns, and make predictions. So, for a person, consider yourself. You have given a large data set consisting of 1 lakh entries. So, how much time do you think you will take to analyze the data? The data set is containing 1 lakh data entries. How much time do you think you will take to analyze those data?
One year, 2 years?
Okay, sir. So for A, how much time do you think A takes to analyze those data?
Less than 1 minute. Less than 1 minute.
Yeah, this is where AI comes superior to human beings. In case of data analyzing, yeah, okay, Tirumala. So in case of data analyzing, AI just takes few milliseconds or few minutes to analyze the data set containing 1 lakh of data. But for human being to analyze the data, it will take approximately 1 year, or even it can take 2 years if the data set is combined with duplicates alone. That is where AI is superior in human beings. I hope it's clear for everyone, and AI uses machine learning to learn things and work accordingly. Now, let's see how neural network learn from us. Okay. So, I already said that neural network has been created after inspiring through the human brain. That's the same point I have given here. For the neural network, it is trained using the large data set that is created or labeled by human beings. That the input data given to or the input data analyzed by the neural networks are given by human beings. So you can understand from this point that how much there is important for human beings as well, even though AI is superioring us. That we cannot say if AI comes, humans will not have any job. But for the AI to work, there is necessary that human have to give the input. So we don't have to think that if AI comes, humans are not going to have any work. They can simply sit at home and rest. There is a necessary for human beings to be present even though AI is there. I hope it's clear for everyone. Next, the work of the neural network is to learn the patterns in the dataset that has been provided and make predictions or generate output from that. For this, it uses trial and error method. So, okay, this diagram explains about the trial and error method. The first step that a neural network does is it makes a guess. Like it analyzes the data and it makes a specific guess. After that, it checks whether the guess that has been made by A is right or wrong. That is, is it corresponding to the question that we have given to it, or the input that we have given, is it corresponding to it? After that, if there are any changes to be made, or if the AI thinks the guess has been made is wrong, it will make some certain arrangements or internal arrangements, and it will correct the guess it has been made. And again, it will guess it. Like it will be doing the same process as a cycle. It will make a guess, check whether it is wrong or right. After that, if it is wrong, it will make some adjustment and again give us a guess. Just a second. Okay. So it will make a guess and it will check whether it is right again. If it isn't right, it will make the adjustments again and it will guess. This will go as a cycle, like a human life cycle. It will go on and go on until it has reached the particular output that the user is expecting from it. So I hope it's clear how neural network is working here. The neural network is trained to perform specific tasks that like humans do. They are vision, speech, decision, and creativity. These are the only 4 tasks that neural networks has been trained to do like humans. Other than that, there are many tasks like emotions. We can specifically tell about the emotions only here. So neural networks have not yet been trained to behave like humans yet, but specific tasks can be performed like humans. They are vision, speech, decision, as well as creativity. Now, let's see the difference between brain and neural network. So the learning style of human is experience. But for the neural network, it is the data set that we have been provided. For the processing, it can do parallel processing. Like at a time, human can think multiple things, right? But for neural network, only after a task, it can do another task. It cannot do multiple tasks at a time. But human brain can think multiple things at a time. We don't know where our mind goes when we think some things, right? For the energy efficiency, human brain has low capacity, but for neural network, it has a strong computational power. Like it, that is why it is able to perform tasks within milliseconds. So the adaptability of human brain is lifelong and it is also flexible. But for neural network, it is according to the design. So in this part also, there is a need of human brain, right? How the person design, that way only the particular AI will perform. It cannot think exceeding that design like we can. I hope it's clear for everyone. Next, like human learn better with feedback, neural network can improve to 3 types of learning. They are supervised learning, reinforcement learning, as well as unsupervised learning. Supervised learning means label data. The label data means it will be the data set that we are providing to the like providing as input will be having a specific input in itself, the task that has been performed by that input, as well as the output for the specific task. Like the previous week's stock market report, it will be having how much was the initial price, how much stock was bought, and how much for how much value we sold, and what was the profit percentage. Yeah, we have all the inputs, like everything that is needed to analyze the trends and predict whether a particular company is going to give profit next week or it is going to give mostly loss. It is what supervised learning is. For reinforcement learning, it is considered by giving rewards or penalties. That is, it will analyze the trends, it will analyze the data and predict and give us a output. After giving the output, human will be like the user will be giving the review. The review will be either reward or penalty. Reward is +1. For penalty, it is -1. I will write it here. For reward, it is +1. For penalty, it is -1. So, if we are giving the review as -1, the machine will understand that the output or the prediction that it has given is wrong or it is not appropriate. So, it will again start to analyze the data and make the suggestion more better and improvise from the output it has already been given. If the reward is +1, it will store that particular output and it will memorize it. And whenever we ask some questions similar to that particular output we have given, we have got, it will be using this particular reward output to predict the result for that question. Like how will we do? In a max test, let's take, for the addition question, you have got correct. So you will note that in your mind, right? Okay, this is how I will be doing my addition from now on because it is the right method to do that. If you get wrong, you understand that it is wrong. I cannot do this particular question in this method. Likewise, the reinforcement learning has the capability to understand from the reviews it is getting. For the unsupervised learning, it is just pattern discovery. That is, there will be some missing data in the data set that we have been provided. Even though there is missing data, the unsupervised learning will be able to analyze the data and give us a prediction, which is always accurate than supervised learning and reinforcement learning. So I hope this part is also clear for you. So there are few things that AI can still do. What do you think what they are? Right? What do you think the AI can still do? I will get on to the chat room now. So can anyone tell what do you think AI can still do other than emotions? There are few things that they are not capable of doing. What do you think they are? Anyone? Guys, please try to be interactive with me. Okay, I'll present my screen and show it by myself. Okay, the first thing is, as I have already mentioned, emotions and empathy. Just a second. The first thing is emotion and empathy. Second one is true creativity. Like the ChatGPT example we have shown, we have created the image of a classroom, but we don't feel it like realistic, right? That is what here true creativity means. Then consciousness and intuition. It does not work with a particular intuition like humans have. It does not have ethics, values, or context awareness. These are the few of the disadvantages that we have currently with AI. Neural network is connected to AI. So that's all for today's session. This is what I have prepared. Thank you everyone for.
Parvati, how do you think the quantum computing will change the neural network in future?
Sir, for quantum computing, it is very efficient, sir. Why means it has millions of data in quantum computing. We can insert millions of data as input into quantum computing, and it will analyze those millions of data within milliseconds, sir. That's why quantum computer is better than the AI or neural networks, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Okay, so it's the question and session part.
Parvati, thank you for your presentation. And these are some of the questions that we have received during the registration process. If you could quickly give us an answer to these, please. Thank you.
Yeah, sure, sir. Thank you, sir. So for the first question, it is how are neural networks used in today's life? I've already explained you why we are using neural networks. So it has we already discussed with you. So let's go to the next question. How to benefit it to the present generation? So for the present generation, it helps in automation, improvised decision making, and it can develop or create new models or services. That is how it is going to benefit the present generation. Like how we use ChatGPT to do our assignments. That is an example for how it benefits our present generation. I'm using the ChatGPT again and again because we are all familiar with ChatGPT. That is why I'm using that example always. So next one is single layer perception classifier, learning rules, and Hopfield network. So these are the deeper concepts of neural network. So I'm just going to give a brief discussion about that. I have taken notes. That's why I'm going to read from that. For single layer perception, it is a basic type of neural network. It is used for binary classification tasks like For the image generation and the solve purpose, we use the single layer perception. That is, for doing smaller tasks, we can use single layer perception, and it consists of one input and a single output. There are no hidden tasks between. That is, if you give an input, it will give you corresponding output. There are no particular task that has been performed behind it. That is what single layer perceptron classifier is. Net one is learning rules. So there are three types of learning rules. Delta, Hebbian learning rule, perceptron learning rule, as well as delta learning rule. So for Hebbian, we can say, like, when the two neurons are activated simultaneously, the connection between them becomes stronger. That is what Hebbian learning rule means. It is mostly used in unsupervised learning. For the perceptron learning, it is used in supervised learning. And for the single layer perceptron that I have been already mentioned, we use the perceptron learning rule. I hope it's clear. Then last one is delta. Delta is used for minimizing the errors that we get from the output that has been created by the AI or generated by the AI. To minimize the errors that we are getting, or to make the output more precise, we use delta learning rule. Then last one is Hopefield network. It is a recurrent neural network. That is, all the neurons present in for the Hebbian learning rule. I said, like, two neurons activate simultaneously, it gets stronger. But in the case of Hopefield, all the neurons are already been connected to each other. So there is no need of connecting simultaneously and make it stronger. Like, if we give, like, the design has already been created and you cannot make any changes into that. That is what Hopefield network is, and we use that for pattern recognition. I hope the question and the reply I have given is clear for the person who has asked that question. And last one is, I think it is the best question I have seen here. What is your thought on facilitation of AI or ML models in consumer tech? So I will answer that question first. So if you B2B, they have asked for B2B text. B2B means business to business. That is, one business is giving it all the instruments, all the functions to another business. Like Amazon Cloud is being used by Flipkart or any other social media platform to store all of its data sets, use their database and secure its privacy level. So that is what B2B is. That is business to business, connecting one business with another business. Okay, so for B2B, its compatibility is very higher than AI. Like, for B2B, we can assure the security level. There won't be any privacy attacks or scrutiny of our privacy in B2B businesses. Like, if you are using if we are using a database that has been created by a specific cloud platform, we would be having some particular security level, right? The security level of the data set or the database will be very high, and sorry for that, the security level will be very high. But if we create a database or cloud using our AI, there won't be any security insurance for us. Like, we can be ensured that no one can get into the database of ours using the AI that we have created, and it won't be safe for people to use or the consumers to use our data set. It won't be flexible and they won't feel comfortable with giving the data to AI. It is not at all secure. But if we use the B2B or the business to business techies databases, it will be very secure. The main reason for most people going into preferring B2B is the security level. I hope I have answered all the questions and it's clear for everyone.
Thank you very much, Parvati. And now, if anybody has questions, we are open to live questions. You can post it on the chat box or you can unmute and ask a question.
Okay, I saw one question from Shyam Sundar. Can you say neural network is subset of what? So neural network is subset of AI and it uses machine learning to learn things. Neural network is like our brain. Without neural network, a AI model cannot think or cannot learn and predict the output. Shyam, I hope it's clear for you.
Parvati with CS as an initial, made the computer science so simple, Parvati. Good show, good presentation, Parvati.
Thank
And
you,
the Computer Society, every Wednesday we have various events online. You can attend continuously on the new subjects. Over to
Sure, sir.
MOC. Thank you.
Okay, since there are no other questions, I think we can move on. May I call on Ms. Karishma to propose the vote of thanks, please?
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the Computer Society of India, Coimbatore chapter, we would like to express our sincere gratitude to all the participants for taking the time to attend this webinar. Hope you enjoyed the event and found it valuable. We all would like to thank our speaker for this evening, Ms. Parvati, for giving us such an interesting and engaging presentation on neural networks, the digital soul of the human brain. A big thank you to the chairman, secretary, and all the members of CSI Coimbatore chapter for giving us the opportunity to showcase our talent and capabilities. Last but not the least, we thank Abhiniti, Manjusha, Shrutika, and all those who worked behind the scenes in making this webinar a success. Thank you all once again and looking forward to our participation in our future events and webinars. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Karishma. I'm sorry, but I had to take over from Manjusha because she was having some network issues. Anyway, thank you, Manjusha.
Thank you, sir.